Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming. As you know, the risk of COVID-19 that we as a nation and as a community are facing is very real. Several countries are struggling to cope with recent surge in COVID-19 cases, the most notable one being India, where the numbers have hit a record high. As highlighted by Ministry of Health time and again, the virus does not move. It's people who move, and virus with the people moves. So we need to stop moving so that we can stop the virus from moving. And as the PS Health explained, that when people stop at a particular place, and if the person has virus, then there is a lifespan of the virus. So when the person stops, the virus automatically finishes off at that particular point in time. So that is why we had this curfew and lockdown, so that people remain at a particular place, and they don't. The moment they remain in a particular place, then they don't get in contact with others, and the virus remains there, and then the virus lifespan finishes over that particular point in time. So we want to again emphasize what the PS Health has said, and the Minister and the Honorable Prime Minister, that you must adhere to COVID-19 requirements in terms of wearing the mask, hygiene, and maintain social distancing, so that you don't come in contact with others. You need to treat everyone as a possible suspect carrying COVID-19, so that the person next to you, she must treat that I have COVID-19. I must treat that she has COVID-19. And at the moment we do that, we maintain our distance, we maintain all the protocols required with regard to keeping us ourselves safe. Now, we would like to give assurance to all Fijians that in the lockdown and containment zone, the Ministry of Agriculture is doing its best in terms of making sure that you have got sufficient supply of fresh fruits and vegetables. From last week, we had initiated the operation, the Green Supply Chain, known as the Green Supply Chain. And in this operation, our staff are working day and night to ensure that we are able to pass on the green produce from one end of the border to the other end of the border, and from there it gets to the final retail places. So we've got several borders around the country, both in Suva, Nosori, Wanendoi, in Tailevu, as well as in Nindi and Dutoka, where we need to move produce from one end to the other. We want to assure the people that this is proceeding smoothly. I, with my staff this morning, visited several borders within the Nosori Suva corridor. Tomorrow I will be visiting other borders in the Central Division, and possibly we could also visit borders in the other area in the Western Division. And I noted that the produce from the farmers and, for example, in Savani, is moving across the border very smoothly, with very little hassle and very little disturbances. So, which is very important and critical, because we are able to get the produce, these are perishable produce, to the market, to the retail in a very short period of time. Number one. Number two is that the supplier, the producer, is able to get cash immediately at the border, and the cash is exchanging with all the COVID protocols, and the supplier, the buyer, is able to get it, and it gets to the market. Our team is also working internally to ensure that this produce is then spread out to the satellite markets. There was an issue late last week that some of the satellite markets had low volume of supply. We can understand that there have been some sporadic distribution issues, but this is now converging. We are converging on the issue of how we get this produce to the satellite markets, apart from the main markets in Suva, Nosori, Langere, the bigger ones. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we do note that we are having a significant proportion, small but significant proportion of households under lockdown. They have got a lot of time in their hands to do work at their home. So noting that, we are now expanding our seed distribution program that we started last year when the COVID-19 started in Fiji. We have to date distributed 52,000 packages to various households over the last 12 months. Now, it is an ongoing activity of the ministry, and I want to thank all of our staff who have been involved in distributing these seed packages. You would have noted that last year, following distribution, following COVID-19, and this year, following Yasa and Ana, in a very short period of time, we were able to normalize vegetable supply, to the effect that now, following our distribution of seed packages after Yasa and Ana, we got very good supply of vegetables in the Northern Division. We're getting calls from Northern Division over the last 2 weeks, them wanting to send the supply down to with level. We know that supply has exceeded demand in this particular point in time. There's various reasons for that. Not only that the supply has increased because we have worked very closely with the farmers, but also there is subdued demand due to the particular situation that we have now. And we do hope that that will not compromise on nutritional status of our household members. So we're trying to ensure that we get this produce supply right through the borders to the households so that they are able to access this. But demand would be a bit subdued due to people who have lost jobs, who are not having a steady supply of income. So demand would be subdued for some point in time, and because of that, we have seen that prices have come down as well. So with this, I want to now announce that we want to utilize the time that households have in their hand during this lockdown. So for the containment areas, we will be delivering the seed packages to their homes starting from today. So we don't want them to come out. That's against the advice by the Ministry of Health. We want people to stay at their home. They don't have to come to Ministry of Agriculture offices to get the seed packages. The seed packages will be delivered to their doorstep, to their gate, home gate. We don't want them to come and interact with us when our staff get to their doorstep, to their gate, to their home. We just want them to come out and say whether they want to engage in home gardening, and we will then leave the seed pack there at the gate. We will leave it there, and they can pick it up and then take it and start working. So we want to utilize their time. They've got a lot of time now since they're not working. They're home under this lockdown in the containment area. We want them to fully utilize their time. So adhering to all the COVID-19 protocols, our staff, there will be masks, there will be maintain social distancing. We don't want you to come and shake hands with our staff. We don't want you to come and pick the seed package from their hand or from their box. Please don't do that. You remain at your gate, and our staff will ask you just a simple question: do you want to undertake gardening at your home? If you say no, our staff will go to the next house. If you say yes, our staff will immediately drop a seed package there at the gate, which you can then pick it up in a few seconds later and take it and start working on developing your own home garden. Each seed package will contain about 5 to 6 different seeds of different vegetables. So this will be done in the West Division and the Central Division. For example, in the Central Division, we will be working very closely with the Fiji Police Force Community Policing to assist us in distributing the seed to the households in these locations commencing today. So we want to thank the assistance of ACP Khan and their staff. We want to thank other staff we have assisted from police force in terms of ensuring that we are able to undertake this and utilize the time that households have during this lockdown. So in Suva, in the Central Division, the Tamobua Community Police Post, Namandi Community Police Post, Tadirua Community Police Post, Kinoya Community Police Post, Newtown Community Police Post, Nandera Community Police Post, Dombati Community Police Post, Narere Community Police Post, Monikau Community Police Post, Watwanga Community Police Post, Ministry of Agriculture, cooperative complex near Novotel. All these areas we will be utilizing their services, and our staff will go door to door. We don't want you to come to these places or come to any agriculture office. Remain at home. We will come to you, and we will leave the seed package at your doorstep, at the gate. So we do hope that. So similarly, in the Western Division, there are various places where all the containment area, all the streets, all the locations near the lockdown, we will come reach you, but it may take time. It may take time. It won't be. We will not be able to finish this in a week or 2 weeks. It might take the whole of this month, but we will be starting it immediately today, and we want you to engage, utilize your time in productive activity. So please note that you will have to wear a mask when you come out of your home to your gate, and our staff will be wearing a mask as well. We require you to maintain the social distancing. Don't come near to our staff. Our staff will not get close to you. Maintain a distancing of about 2 meters. So we do hope that this will assist the households in securing fresh supply of vegetables within 3 to 4 to 5 weeks time, as soon as they start planting. So with these words, I want to assure you all that Ministry of Agriculture will continue to support the households to secure themselves with regard to fresh supply of vegetables. Thank you.